Hello, my ginger loves. I pray all is well. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's get into this reading for today. On the bottom, you have Alchemy, Queen Nefertiti. So, this obviously is about being able to manifest, to create, and to be able to get what you want. The card number is 38, which is 11. And back behind the beautiful Queen Nefertiti has like the sun and then this wall with this gate, and the gate is open. And 11, that's kind of what it looks like, a gate, right? So this is the ability to be able to manifest whatever you want, whatever you speak, whatever you desire. All you have to do is say so, and opens right up to you. The path is cleared. It's a very clear sky in that picture. I hope everyone has been well. So we have the goddess Katesh, Sacred Lust, and I'm going to cover her up because apparently YouTube, they're now bandits. Sacred Lust. So, and her number is card 26, which is an 8. So that is abundance in the material world. The number 8. That is, an abundance in the 3D. What I'm getting from this is being courageous, being unapologetically yourself, completely open and vulnerable, indulging in your desires, but in a balanced way, not in a negative way. Because in the card, she has, some flowers, some beautiful flowers in one hand, which are soft and beautiful. And then on her other side, on her other arm, there's like a snake, like a viper, right wrapped around her arm. Which snakes, they symbolize transformation. It's not always something negative with snakes, but you do have transformation. You do have that they, if you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, right? So you'll get bit if you don't act right. And then she's standing on top of a lion, which is why I'm saying, this is someone who has courage, someone who is standing on what they say, standing on what they do, standing in righteousness, knowing that they are a leader, knowing that they have the ability to call in what it is that they desire. And you're having a good time doing it because she's like smiling or laughing. She has the universe behind her in every way. And so, that's your ancestors, your galactic family. You're covered. You have a covering, you have a spiritual covering, because you are standing in your power, because you are being who you are. Who you are meant to be. I don't feel that this is anything malicious when it comes to lust. I feel that this is more so knowing that your sensuality is very powerful. It's very sacred. And so you stand on it, you stand in it, you operate in that. However, you use your power in a very righteous and satisfying way. You're enjoying your life. You're enjoying your journey. You're enjoying standing in your power and using your power to help heal. Snakes also represent healing. You're using your power to help heal, not just yourself, but other people. And you're doing it with grace extended. That's what these flowers are giving me. You're doing it with grace extended. Let me cover up one more again. But see, she's like smiling or laughing. She has the universe behind her. She's standing on this lion, just satisfied with what's happening in her life. So if that's your energy, that's really great. That you are embracing your sensuality. You're using it, not in a way where you hurt others or where you become toxic, but you are making sure that you're remembering to please yourself, that you're remembering to do what makes you happy, what gives you pleasure, what gives you joy. But also remembering that you have to consider other people's feelings, and how your actions may affect. So you do have that balance, and that's really awesome. If that is your energy, that's great. Stand in that. Stand in your power. Then we have Tituba, feeling safe. Her card number is 4, which is, for stability. Definitely, I feel that someone has been taking some time to ground. Someone has been taking some time to maybe journal and get to know themselves, allowing things to bloom around them without trying to interfere. Setting down, resting, knowing that now you can get out of survival mode. Now it's safe to be yourself. Now it's safe to be comfortable in your own skin. Someone may have been taking time to, get by the water, to do, your grounding. May have gone to a botanical garden, or also I'm feeling like somebody could be becoming a plant mama or a plant daddy. If you follow Minty Bongwater, then you know that this garden of flowers, it kind of looks like what his room looks like. He has plants everywhere, his entire house. And he is a real plant daddy. And he recently became a new daddy, so that's awesome also, growing, being fertile. Someone is taking time to get grounded so that they can be fertile. There's a lot of aloe around her, and it's catching my attention. Aloe is very good for antiseptic properties. It's also very healing. So, this time that someone has taken to decompress, to get out of this survival mode that you may have been in for quite some time, from the way I'm feeling. You're now taking the time and space to be able to heal. You're allowing yourself to, I'm hearing, indulge. You're indulging in activities and surroundings that are allowing you to heal. you're purposefully placing yourself in environments, in circumstances, situations that allow you to do the healing that's necessary. She's in this place by herself. And so, you may have been in hermit mode, for a while. You may have needed to just take space away from everybody and everything to be able to, figure out your thoughts and to be able to process what next moves are, what next steps are, or you may just be getting rest. And for the first time in your life, you may be feeling safe. You may be feeling like you can finally exhale. You finally can release all that's been pent up, bottled up, keeping you from feeling like you were able to just be calm, relax, sit down for a minute. You may have been in go mode for a long time. You may have, been trying to just get your life together. And, for whatever reason, you were going through, maybe some karmic cycles. Maybe you were closing out some things. Maybe you were needing to pay some karmic debt. And so that was keeping you from being able to get out of this survival mode. But I feel like a lot of the collective is in a place now where they're beginning to realize it is now safe to rest. It's now safe to sit back, and yes, you can be productive while resting, because resting is part of productivity. If you don't get rest, then you're not allowing your body to recharge. You're not allowing your mind to recharge, your spirit to recharge. If you're constantly bogging your spirit down with all the things that are happening with you in the 3D, you're not allowing yourself to regenerate. The necessary movements that you need to make in order to go to the next step of whatever it is that you're doing. So I'm just feeling like, if you've been in a space of survival mode, for however much amount of time, now you are finally in a place where you feel safe enough to rest, where you feel safe enough to sit down and to, just allow yourself time and space. I do not take these in the reverse. So we have Goddess Mojaji, Manifestation. And we have Mawu Lisa, Cosmic Power. So, Manifestation, card number 9, Mojaji. I tell you all the time, when praises go up, blessings come down. Her hands are lifted into the air. Even though there's this dark cloud behind her, the cloud is behind her. She's able to dance in the rain. She's able to rejoice in the fact that she knows that she's not bound any longer, that her ancestors, her spirit guides, her angels, God, the universe, source, the Most High, whatever you use in terminology, however you refer to them, they have your back. And because, she knows that she has a newfound freedom, because she's finally figured out the secret to the manifestation, you rejoice. When we give gratitude, we must express gratitude to the Most High out loud. You have to say it. Because the more you speak something, the more you say something, the more it gets into your spirit, and the more you begin to believe it. So even if you are in a place where you don't see nothing happening in your life, it look like ain't nothing going right, you don't know what you're going to do, you down to your last dollar, nobody can, help you, you don't have anybody to call, still express gratitude. Give thanks to the Most High God for the storm being behind you. If you have made it this far, it's because you are now in front of the storm. It's time to, accept your gold. Your gold. See all that gold? It's raining, but every time it hit the ground, it turns into gold. So that means everything that you do, everything that you touch, turns to gold. Give your gratitude every day. The number 9, which is her card number, is the number of endings. And so that's another confirmation that the cloud is behind you. It's behind you. The hard time is over. The time where you don't know which way is up and where it's coming from and how you're going to get it, it's going to happen because it's time. It's time. Express your gratitude. Raise your hands, stomp your feet. If it's raining where you are, be like a child and go play in the rain and see what a difference it makes. It's a refreshing of your spirit. I know because I do it. Go play in the rain. If you were allowed to play in the rain when you were a child, because I realize and understand that wasn't a luxury everyone had, may not have felt like a luxury back then, but as an adult, when you go play in the rain, you realize what a luxury that is. Go outside in the rain. Lift your hands up to God. Tell God, your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, your galactic family, everyone that surrounds you, tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. Tell them thank you that the storm is behind you. I keep saying it because that's how I keep feeling. Like somebody needs to say thank you that the storm is behind them. It didn't tear you up. It didn't make you soggy and wet and sad. It revitalized you. It gave you a refreshing. The storm was necessary to give you a refresh. And then we have Mawu Lisa. They are twins. Definitely I suggest doing a goggle search to research the folklore around them, but they are essentially the sun and the moon. They are balanced. Their card number is 2, which is the number of partnership, duality, and they represent cosmic power. So this is someone who's being encouraged or who has been in an energy of balance. You have allowed yourself to do your shadow work, to be able to understand that you are both light and dark. You are in acceptance of that, and you also understand that you have to know when to be in that darkened energy without being the dark, right? So using your power in a righteous way, using your power in a way that will help you to harness whatever it is that, again, manifestation, whatever it is that you are manifesting to yourself, whatever it is that you are calling to you, you are utilizing this newfound balance that you have, to use your power in such a way that it allows you to align with your manifestation. Excuse me. You've definitely reached a place also where you're no longer controlled by just your light or just your dark. I feel like you have recently discovered that you always knew that you were very powerful. It was like you could manifest for everybody else but yourself. And you finally got into a place where you trust that your gift is not just for you to share with other people, But you have to share your healing gifts, your cosmic power. You have to share that with yourself. You have to allow yourself to give and receive. You have to allow yourself to know when you need to invest your energy and when you need to offer what you know and pull back. You're finally starting to understand that you have a very great gift of manifestation, and because you've seen it evidenced in the lives of people that you've spoken to, or they've told you there was something they were trying to do, you prayed for them and it came. You're also starting to realize that everyone doesn't deserve your help. And I'm not saying don't help people. I'm saying that there were some people that you may have helped them to manifest something, and because they were not in the proper place of balance and alignment, they used your ability of manifestation to help them get what they wanted, and then you saw the real them. And that may have played a part in you possibly going into survival mode, possibly doubting, yourself, to be able to bring something to yourself, although you've seen yourself do it for other people for a very long time. Your cosmic power is something that may have been passed down to you through different generations. It may be something that's a part of your family lineage, but no one really talks about it. Could be something that's frightening to people in your family. The unknown can be very scary. And there are people who are afraid to admit to certain powers, so that may have been another source of maybe self-doubt for you. You weren't allowed to discuss your gifts because your parents or your grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers, whoever raised you, may have been fearful of these kind of gifts and abilities, and because of that you had to suppress the light side of you for a very long time, operating in your shadow mostly. And because of that, you may have had to work very, very hard to get into this place of balance. You may feel lonely, because you may be in a place where you're really truly operating in your gifts now, and because of that it may have caused certain people to walk away from you and to make you feel like this might be more of a curse than a gift. But trust me, it's a gift. If you use it as a gift, it is a gift. This balance that you now have is going to allow you to draw your soul tribe to you. It's going to allow you to operate in a space where those who belong in your energy, who belong around you, who are going to not only help you elevate, but you help them elevate as well. It's going to draw those people to you. The people that are meant to share space with you. And just because you're related to someone, it does not make them family. It makes them a relative, as the great Lonnie B would say. So, you have to just be confident and secure in this power that you have discovered that you have. I feel like you always knew that you had these certain abilities or gifts. It might have been that you were just afraid to walk in them because you were made to feel like it was something that you should not be proud of. but you can now feel safe to operate as yourself. This is really great energy. This is wonderful. This is someone just coming into themselves and knowing who they are, um, getting out of survival mode, calling in their blessings, calling back their power, and just standing in who they are and operating in love and light, in balance and in peace, so that you can continue to do the work that you were sent here to do. Do what you signed up for. And so, things are going to begin to get easier for you. Make sure that you are, being grateful, not just inside, but be grateful outside with your mouth, with your praise. You're in a time of fertility. You're in a time of abundance. You're in a time where you're able to draw some amazing, amazing, amazing manifestations to you. And these are things that you may have been waiting a while for. These are things that you may thought you might not see, things you may have forgotten about and left on the wayside, but you're calling your power into you, and you're calling to you everything that you've been going after. Stand on it and stand in it. And whoever is meant to be, around you will be. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, or, any part of it, or, if you feel like this is something that you may be experiencing, or someone you're seeing this play out in their life, please share with them, share the video, like the video, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for your love and support. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye.